Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Glendale. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from a knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
It's own defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. Now this time, Murray to throw it. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Murray. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. A short one here caught by McBride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Goes right back to McBride. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Second down and a yard. Murray going to fire one out wide. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Murray now. Screen pass to Connor. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal.
32-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. No, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
His 2nd year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. 2nd year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
The play fake. Now Young. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. To throw, Young. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for us.
Certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throwing now is Murray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
The partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Murray's pass.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Murray. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts some excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for save.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Murray now to throw. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Cardinals 10. Panthers
So that
nothing.
drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Carolina.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
This is caught by McMillan. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 12.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
Now here's Young. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Jones has it. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
That's good.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
15 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Murray again. This is Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Back to throw. Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they get hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
12 yards.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, again to counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Murray going to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's another Cardinals. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Harrison Jr. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Ryland on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, Young. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Panthers.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Ligon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hubbard again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Young with it, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They run behind center with Connor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play fake. Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Cardinals first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now from Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11.
Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Being chased out left. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made at the
I think the last 2 plays
44-yard
really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Murray now. And this will be swung out here for Connor. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Connor up the middle. And he'll get about 40 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. Brings up second down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Oh, nice move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. A possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Young down. They'll find McMillan here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Back backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
He and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. Looks like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here is Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Young. Got a man, that's Ligon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This 2nd and 4. Now Young. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Young to throw it. That's over the middle to his tight end Sanders. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
9-yard pickup.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now here's Young. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Young. These guys running back out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Young working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. To throw, Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Young will set to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble from a yard out. And the Panthers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7.
Panthers 7.
And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harrison. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
A gain of 4.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw, Young. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Throwing, Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Panthers.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Here's Hubbard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On play action, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown. Xavier Legette from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. A gain of 5. And it's second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Second down and 4. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And Connor going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Murray going to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A give running right is Connor. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now third down and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
26 more yards.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and
Well, that
10
last
at
run
the
for a first down,
19-yard
it
line.
really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Toss play, Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2 yards to go, second down. Again, a run with Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down. First and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The tackle by Tershawn
No
Morton.
gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Brad, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
Bryce Young and the offense out for their next series. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Young now. This is caught by McMillan. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Carolina.
A give up the middle. Hubbard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 42 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
8-yard pickup. First down, Panthers.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 43. Right back to Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here is Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
There's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. yards.
Brings up second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
The tackle by Tershawn Wharton. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Murray a give. This is Counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The
Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That time he took a little bit of a shot off the run-pass option.
Well, you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to draw the defenders closer to the line of scrimmage with the fake inside. And when he stepped back, he thought he might have had that. Instead, they played it awfully well. Incomplete pass downfield.
Young. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now Young. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes the sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Young to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray now. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
19 yards. That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, again to counter. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now an option play on 2nd down. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And that last run is going to set a new NFL record. Most rush yards in a single game by a quarterback, surpassing Justin Fields, who had 178 in 2022 in a ball game.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's a quick throw to McBride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And Murray's going to keep this. Diving for the end zone, the ball's knocked out. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner. This time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, you'll be able to see him out in the scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
Ryland on for the extra point. And that'll make this a fully score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to put a drive together. Now here's Young. Got a man, that's legal. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll run out of the gun. It's Helmer. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 56 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Young. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 47, it's second and 5. Young had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake third down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Hard to put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
It's a gain of 4, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. To throw, Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score
A 10-play drive that time. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The home team's offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all to put things to bed.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but But you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
To throw is Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
By
DJ Waddle.
5-yard loss.
In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
14.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
The Panthers take over.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Young will set to throw. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs at a 1st down.
Panthers.
Back to throw. Young. Checks this down to Hubbard.
Young's pass. Complete to Chuba Hubbard. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Young. And that, nearly picked off. Well, would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Garrett.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Young to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's first and goal. Hubbard going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
It's definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Young. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Onyx Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Cardinals.
That time a 9-play drive. 28. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.